First guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actor, rapper, and the first Riz ever to be nominated for a Best Actor Oscar. The film is called Sound of Metal. It is on Amazon Prime Video now. Say hello to Riz Ahmed. Hey, Riz, how are you? Congratulations. Good to see you. So, Riz, I don't know if you remember, you were here talking about this movie like a year ago, maybe more than a year ago. We premiered the trailer for the movie here on the show. And now, as a result of us premiering that trailer on our show, you got 6 Academy Award nominations. So you're welcome, I guess.
I owe you everything, man. We owe you everything. I knew you'd come back knocking for payment at some point. I was like, maybe I got away with it. Maybe Kimmel's going to forget. It's like, nah. Kimmel calls. He's like, come back, pay me. Oh, thank you, man, for your support. It feels like such a crazy journey, you know, because I don't know, just to be here in this position to have these 6 nominations for a film that, you know, we made against the odds and so close to all of our hearts. It's an amazing feeling.
When you got nominated for Best Actor, who's the first person you called to let them know?
My parents.
Parents, yeah, right. That's the way to go.
Well, my parents, but to be honest, they were already awake, so they kind of let me know. So it was a pointless phone call, really.
I want to share a tweet you posted after the nomination was announced. You wrote, "My cousin Adnan legit didn't know what the Oscars were. Why all the gas? I won Best Client Engagement Award for the financial quarter." Other cousin steps in, "Nah, it's not as big as that because he didn't win anything. It's more like getting an email from your boss." Thanks, boss. So, I don't know what's going on with your cousins, but I would say, I'd maintain this is absolutely nothing like getting an email from your boss. I mean,
kind of similar, I guess.
Are they serious or are they goofing?
No, this is a real thing. This really happened. I mean, I should put it in context. It's like, that's the only cousin of mine, relative of mine, only human being I know who doesn't know what the Oscars are, to be fair. But, you know, it's good, keeps you grounded. It was actually like it was like a family Zoom that my sister had organized. Every now and again, you know, I've got a big family, so we do a group Zoom. We started in the pandemic. So we did that, and my sister said, you know, it'll be a chance to congratulate Rizwan. And it was on that call that Adnan was like, dude, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
No one organized a group Zoom when I won. You know,
yeah, I got the front parking space at my office. But and did you congratulate him on his Client Engagement Award?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I feel like we should do that now.
You know what? Go. Or maybe you want to save it for the acceptance speech. Maybe.
Yeah, I just want to say shout out Adnan. He really deserves all the credit here. Best client engagement of the financial quarter.
Yeah. Wow. So your family has mixed feelings about the whole thing, I guess.
Nah. My family's super supportive and happy. It's just, yeah, and to be honest, so was Adnan. He just didn't know. But that's cool in a way, right? To keep it grounded. I feel like this whole award season has been really, really grounded in a positive way.
Yeah.
Because you're like, here, I'm like, well, you know, on Jimmy Kimmel, I'm talking to you. As soon as this is done, I got to go, you know, wash the dishes. It's that kind of situation. It's just, I'm in my pajamas. Yeah.
But Riz, there's grounded, and then there's too grounded, and I think your cousin hit the too grounded area there. Now, you learned, by the way, the movie's great, and you are fantastic in the movie. I have actually been telling a lot of people to watch it. You know, I wish that most people would see it in a movie theater because the sound part of it is so important. So hopefully people have good television speakers at home. But one of the things that you did is you had to learn sign language, American Sign Language, in order to play this role because your character's losing his hearing. And how long did it take you to learn? How long does it take to learn?
I mean, it's like any language, you can just keep learning, right? You know, I have to say that this film works on multiple levels because on one level, yeah, it would be great if you've got a great sound system or you want to listen on headphones, but this film is also made for deaf audiences. So every print of this film is captioned, you know, universally. so deaf audiences can also enjoy it. And also, there's bits of the film where I'm just speaking in sign language, and there's no subtitles, and that's just for deaf audiences. So hopefully, the film brings those two audiences together, and it caters to both of them as well. But I mean, I learned sign language for 7.5 months with my sign instructor, Jeremy Lee Stone, who's an amazing dude. And
I've heard he's the best.
Yeah, Jeremy's brilliant, man. I mean, he's somebody who taught me American Sign Language, but he also taught me a lot more than that. I feel like hanging out with the deaf community taught me what listening really is. And I feel like deaf people and the deaf people that were mentoring me at that time preparing for this film are the best listeners I've ever met. Because listening's about your attention, it's about your focus, about your holding space for someone else's energy. So Jeremy taught me a great deal, and it really fed into the character, and in a way it changed my life as a human being, just the way that I communicate.
That's very interesting. And it's easy to mess up because many of the words in the letter, they look very similar. Did you have any problems? Were there any times where just people didn't know what you were saying?
Well, it's a very rich and complex and beautiful language, and when you're learning any language, you can screw it up. Actually, my director, Darius Marder, he screwed it up pretty badly every day on set, actually, because he was, we had a lot of deaf actors and we had interpreters, and on set I was, both on and off camera speaking in sign language at that point. I was a lot more fluent. And so Darius was trying to come in and join the party, and he would go up to people and he thought he was saying nice to meet you, but he was actually saying nice to you.
And what is the difference? I wonder if I wonder if you said that, if we'd have to blur out your hands.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not doing it.
Right now.
Well, nice. What's nice to?
I'm not doing it here right now. Nah.
What's nice to then?
It's nice. Like nice. Nice. It's like nice.
Nice to, and then you go like this, or how does it? Nice. Oh, is something wrong with this?
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think it must have been at least slightly intentional.
You never know. Oh, we're going to take a break. Riz Ahmed is with us. The movie is The Sound of Metal. We'll be right back.
Oh, sounds weird.
Okay, let's try making an adjustment. How about now? How's that?
Oh, it's bad. Get on it.
That is Riz Ahmed in The Sound of Metal. It is on Amazon Prime Video. He is nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor. Who are you taking to the Oscars with you?
I'm going to be taking my wife.
Oh, that's a good
You wanted me
plan.
to take you, right? You were expecting me to take you.
It would be nice. I mean, actually, we were there together once before. You were a presenter the year I hosted. Yeah. When all hell broke loose at the end, right.
You're not presenting this year, are you, man? Because every time you present, something crazy happens.
They've decided never to have a host again. So you're bringing your wife, which you did not have a wife last time I chatted with you. This was, you had a COVID marriage, yes?
Well, that's a weird way of labeling it.
Yes, it is, yeah.
It's just the COVID. It's just to get me through lockdown. Yeah, that's what we're trying to suggest. As soon as COVID's done, man, it's a marriage.
Did you think about that? Did you think, well, maybe in the middle of this pandemic, did it give you pause and make you think, like, maybe I should wait? Or maybe it's better to move faster because who knows what's going to happen?
So, I guess one thing that was good about getting married in lockdown is it gives you a really good excuse for not having a really big wedding.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to invite cousin Adnan to your wedding, you know? Sorry, dude.
I would love to invite you, bro, but yeah. That's the good upside to it.
Yeah, right, yeah. Did you have a very small wedding then, I assume?
Yeah, it was very small. It was like in the backyard. It was very chill, very intimate. Not many people there at all. Just like, very immediate family. And I mean, to be honest, it was kind of beautiful for that reason. It was just very relaxed, very intimate, and you didn't have to worry about like making sure hundreds of guests are okay and loads of randoms just knocking about. And you're like, did we invite that person? Who's that?
Yeah.
I thought that was your cousin. Is that my cousin?
Were you able to make it a surprise, or was it a surprise, your proposal?
I thought you meant the wedding. Imagine
Oh,
the
no.
wedding was a surprise. Surprised to get married today.
She thought she was headed out for a
We were
barbecue.
just hanging out. But... yeah.
No, I was talking about the proposal itself.
Yeah, so I think she thought it was a joke because it just, we went out to the park. It was one of the few things you could do at that point in lockdown. And we were kind of having a little picnic. And, I popped the question. And she looked up and was like, are you joking? Actually, maybe the way that I proposed didn't help because she's a novelist. She's amazing with words. So she loves a bit of Scrabble. So we were actually playing Scrabble, and I did that corny thing where I stole all the correct letters up front and I spelled out on the board.
I love that. I like that. Is that corny?
Right? Nice and corny.
I never heard of anyone doing that before.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Well, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No. Have you? Do you know of people doing that before?
After this, I hope everyone's going to be doing it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure now, but you're a trendsetter, is what you are. Did you get to? Oh, did you not? Did you have you didn't have a bachelor party then, I guess.
No, I had a bachelor Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah.
A bachelor Zoom. What's that? God only knows what that was. With your friends, I hope.
No, I just sent out a link into the ether. Anyone who wants to join, jump in.
Would it be bad form to have a bachelor party after the wedding?
It's a great idea. I like where you're headed with this.
Yeah, right.
Let's do this.
Listen, here's what we're gonna do. Next time you're back here in studio with us, Guillermo and I are gonna take you next door to Hooters, and who knows what'll happen. We'll invite the Hollywood Boulevard superheroes. Everybody will be there. It'll be good times. You need that one you were owed, I think. Well, congratulations on your marriage and your Oscar nomination. Very exciting. I wish you a lot of luck on Sunday night. The movie's great. It's called Sound of Metal. It's available now on Amazon Prime Video. Riz Ahmed, everybody. Thanks, Riz. We'll be back with Andrew Day. Thanks for watching. And remember, every time you click the subscribe button, one of your enemies gets destroyed.